All right, so we're messing around here with one of the prime handles. This one is pretty neat because you can actually set up with some of the kind of current gym equipment you already have. So if you really don't have the budget to kind of pick up some of the other things, this one piece right here is really kind of optimal for a lot of rowing motions. You can adjust a width to be wider or more narrow. So it's a bit more play than just with a standard lat pull down bar. I preferably, kind of like in the world of rehab, you know, a lot of times this external rotation position can be kind of painful for some shoulders. Maybe some individuals don't have enough thoracic extension to kind of clear that range. So this allows you to use more of a neutral grip, but have various widths of neutral grip. So you kind of fit more bodies, or even for your own self, you can kind of mess around with different ranges to expose muscles to different overall overloads. So I'm going to try one here at the wide, and then I'll narrow it down. Kind of like how I can kind of pass that position without a bar being in the way. There's a little bit more freedom of motion, obviously, with these handles. It's either twist them one way or twist them the other. And I'm just going to go a bit more narrow. Pretty fast, easy adjustment. Alright guys, so we're back here messing around with another one of the Prime Fitness USA handles. Hopefully you can hear me. And this mic is not really working that well right now. So these handles give kind of a offset to the linear pull. So if you understand anything about biomechanics and how this actually works, this is going to force me to have to use a little bit more of an arching motion. So it's not just a linear pull. It's going to work throughout at least two separate planes of motion. We know that all movement occurs in all three. But it's cool to have a piece of equipment that's at least trying to kind of load respectively how this may work. So again, this is all kind of theoretical nonetheless, but the feel is quite unique altogether. So until there's really evidence to support some of this stuff, anecdotally, stuff feels awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and do some single arm rows with it, kind of John Meadows style here. So got 1 foot on the plate, 1 foot off the plate, and it's a pretty interesting ergonomic handle how it's set up. And the grip kind of locks out, so I have to actually torque the grip to get it to continue to move. So let's check how this is going to feel here. So what I'll notice is as I get that pull right here, I've got to actually kind of continue to drive this handle down to keep that line of tension, which really draws much more attention to the lat itself, kind of giving me a bit more kind of recruitment, at least a feel of recruitment. So mind is all about that mind-muscle connection regardless. So awesome stuff. I can't wait to keep messing around with it. Alright, so we're using another one of the attachments now from Prime. I gotta get the model numbers down. I don't remember which this one is, but we're testing out now this kind of bilateral pull. It's got a built-in kind of cam system that you guys can see here. So you've got kind of 3 attachments. I was just doing a wide. This got a narrow, and then more of a supinated grip. So it's rather interesting if you consider just one tool that kind of allows to piece together a couple other tools in there. So I'm gonna switch it now just to that real close grip supinated position. Each of these have like a machine lock-in position, so there's not a lot of swivel. Doesn't feel, I mean, this is, as they say, you know, American made. This is US stuff. These materials are not inferior by all means. So let's test out this kind of supinated grip position. Yeah, you know, this kind of cutout position right here, this angle, really allows you to kind of sink the bar pretty deep into the chest, unlike a lap bar would, or even a wide grip bar, where the bar is just basically just smacking the chest, kind of limit range of motion. So I can actually go a bit further with these, get a bit more of that elbow extension. Here, kind of with that difference being, lap bar is going to stop me right about here. These, I've probably got an additional, maybe about anywhere from, you know, 10 to 15 degrees of shoulder extension, which is ideal. You know, we can see obviously that the lat kind of contributes from roughly about like 120 kind of down towards kind of the kind of 60 degree. That's kind of, or 40, like 120 or 40 is kind of the sweet spot for the lat. But definitely if we're talking about rhomboids or mid trap, even some of the lower trap, we know that some of those are going to come from further extension or scapular retraction. So it's nice to actually be able to row wide or row in a supinated position and get that extra scapular retraction to kind of facilitate these muscles. So yeah, these totally get a win in my book. And definitely I can see if, you know, again, like on the rehab setting, the rehab side of things, really ideally where these would fit a roll in, and trying to adjust just for the scapular retraction, reteaching that movement pattern from kind of a short, you know, forward shoulder kind of kyphotic position. So let's keep moving on, man.